hands align. In red and white they always shine. With every pass it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind.
Welcome back to a right after the match episode of Arsenal on My Mind. As always, Mr. Sekijay, who's really hyped up, and Mr. Spike in the house. How's it going?
Great. Hey, scrappy win. Who cares?
Yeah,
We got the 3 points. That's all that matters.
3 points, clean sheet.
Yep, we're back on the clean sheet. Hopefully Mosquera is okay. Hopefully Rice is okay. But hey, you see, why I'm so upbeat is because for the past 20 years, this is the period when I tune out and stop watching because Arsenal season just falls apart. But now are players still dropping like flies? Yes. Are we getting the win? Yes. Are we at top of the table? 5 points clear. That's all you can ask for. It was
Absolutely.
a good game. It was a good game. We had a good first 20 minutes in the first half.
Yeah.
Then we kind of took our feet off the pedal. Then we had a second half. They were looking more and more confident. Brentford, but hey, the star boy came in and put the final nail in the coffin. 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, you called it a scrappy draw. I don't think it was scrappy. I was thinking it was a grinded out result. Like we couldn't do a normal Arsenal, flow. They really disrupted our flow, and I don't know if it's just all the changes in the team that's making us a little unbalanced. Like we're just not fully balanced. But funny enough, you sent me that text when the game started about Marino starting. And I just said Mikel was rewarding him, for playing well.
And he played well.
He is probably now our most informed striker.
True. The rest are not playing. And I'll say this: we needed that 3 points. We are a bit off balance because the core of the team is missing. We're missing Saliba, Gabriel. Odegaard just came back. Gyökeres, whether we like it or not, brings a different dimension. On the left, we're missing our most informed player in the season, who is Trossard.
Yeah.
So but we're finding different ways to get the win.
Yep.
Which is what you should do if you're trying to win the championship.
Absolutely. On the back of or in the scheme of wanting to win the title, this is the kind of game. These midweek games can be a little destabilizing when they're also Premier League games. One thing if it's Champions League, and granted, Mikel did do a fair bit of rotating. Getting Benny Blanco, a game.
Yeah, I was glad to see Benny Blanco out there, running again. Pulling one part of his shorts up as always, to show off his thighs and running.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see him back. He's one of my favorite players.
I know that. Yeah. So, but either way, great results. Great, great 3 points. I knew the second goal, but I didn't think it would take this long or that long rather. But good game. We can jump right into kind of doing some ratings for that game, if you will. Yeah.
I'll start.
Okay.
Raya, I'll give Raya an 8 today.
What did you do?
Were you watching the same game I was watching? Raya made some good saves, especially the save he made from Shada's header.
The header. That's all I remember.
Yeah. He made some really important saves.
Okay.
And he kept a clean sheet.
Okay.
So 8 for Raya. Benny Blanco, first starts in over a year. He looked solid. He looked a bit rusty, but solid game. He had a solid game. 7.
Yeah. For and Ben. He got an assist, let's not forget.
And he got an 8 for Ben White. 8.
Yeah.
8 for Benny Blanco. First start, 8. Mosquera had a good game until he dropped and got injured. I'll give him a 7.
Sorry, breaking news, interrupt you. Sunderland just scored on Liverpool.
Very good. Very good. I hope it's Chelsea that I actually have my eyes on the Chelsea game.
Mhm.
I hope I hope Leeds can do it. But back to Arsenal, we can only worry about what we do.
Of course.
Hincapie had a solid game.
Mhm.
I think I'll give him an 8. He was all over the place. He's a hard worker. He doesn't fear getting dirty.
Mhm.
So 8 for Hincapie. Calafiori had a solid game.
Really good game.
A really good game. 8 for
Mhm.
Calafiori too.
Mhm.
Um, Rice had a good game. He was all over the place. He was a bit quiet, but he was doing other things. I'll give him a 7. Zubimendi, I'll give him a 7. He came back. He was a little bit off in the other game, but he looked better today.
Mhm.
7. Odegaard 7, so 7 for the midfield all around.
Okay.
Odegaard is still not there yet, but he's
Well, he
looking
played
at
90
least,
minutes. It was crazy.
yeah, he's looking better.
Mhm.
Um, on the right, Madueke looked very lively in the first half,
In the
but it kind of
first
faded.
20 minutes, not even the whole half.
Yeah, it kind of
Mhm.
faded away.
Mhm.
I'll give him a 7 because
Okay.
we won the game.
Yeah.
Um, Merino 9, man of the match for me.
Mhm.
You know, popped up with a very important goal and played very well.
And had the
Um,
assist for Saka's goal.
had the assist and had some
Mhm.
very tidy touches,
Yeah, for
in and
sure.
around. There was a good link up him and Rice made in the left, down the left wing. He was
Mhm.
pretty, got the fans going. So yeah, 9 for Merino, man of the match. On the left, Martinelli. Martinelli is an impact player, as you said in the last pod.
Mhm.
So he seemed pretty disappointing. I think the biggest thing for Martinelli is just his ball IQ is very low.
Mhm.
He's not intelligent enough. He's talented, but he's not intelligent enough.
Mhm.
So I'll give Martinelli a 6.
Okay.
Starboy came on, looked good, scored the goal. 7 for Saka. Timber came on, we didn't miss a beat.
Mhm.
He was even looking more assured than Nkapie,
Yep.
than Mosquera.
Right. Mhm.
So 7 for Timber. Um, who else came off the bench? I think there was
Eze.
the Yokeres. Yokeres
Eze
came off the
Gyökeres.
bench. Eze, standard. I'll give Eze a 7. Standard
Really?
7. Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't do much, just
Didn't do much,
standard
yeah.
because we won the game.
Yeah.
Yokeres, I'll give him a 6. He didn't have enough time. And
Right.
for Arteta, I'll give Arteta an 8 today. I liked some of the rotation he did. He kept some players fresh for the weekend,
Mhm.
which is good. So 8 for Arteta. For the fans, 8. They were loud, but we were a bit worried, which is normal. I could feel the nerves in the stadium.
Mhm.
So yeah, for the fans, 8. The ref, I'll give him a standard 7. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah. 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 Okay. All right. Well, interesting ratings. For me, a little bit different. Well, pretty similar, a little bit different. For me, Raya, I gave him a 7. The save, I remember only that one save. I don't remember any other saves that he made in the game, but I could be wrong. But
His
a clean,
distributions too were really good.
yeah, yeah. I give him a 7. Certainly an improvement from the last few games a little bit. Calafiori, I gave him 8. Thought he was really, really good today. Should have had a goal. They had a really, he's a real Rolls Royce defender. What do you call him? A Ferrari because it's Italian. There you
Yeah,
go.
he's a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Or you can call him a Maserati.
Yeah. Hincapié had a really good game, I thought. Very assured, threw his body around, gave him a 7 as well. Mosquera, I thought was fine. I don't see anything wrong that he did in the game. I think back. So I give him a 7 as well. I gave Ben White an 8 because he got an assist. I do think as a defender, interestingly, I think he's a better overlapping fullback than Timber.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, defensively though, he's not perfect. He's not
yeah,
100. He's not gonna lock anybody down. But
yeah.
still, an assist was great. Odegaard, I thought, for a first game back, playing 90 minutes was pretty surprising. I think he ended up playing 90 minutes because of how the game went, kind of the game flow. I think if
Correct.
we had scored our second goal much earlier, Mikel would have probably brought him off at to get him off. But playing the full 90 minutes after being out for so long, great for him. Gave him a 7. I thought he was, he tried. He always tries,
Correct.
You could tell because his fitness level wasn't there. His pressing wasn't the same today, but he was
Yeah,
always on the
he'll
ball.
get back up to
He'll get
speed.
back up there. Yeah. Zubmendi, I gave him a 7. Solid display. Always wanted the ball. Always available to receive the ball. I actually gave Rice an 8. I thought Rice was everywhere today. I saw him on every wing, every side of the ball. I mean, I really hope his injury is minor because we were just discussing it before the game when you mentioned that Mikel should have
Rested him.
let Norgard play against his former team, and I was like, well, Rice is so important. And you're like, well, hope he doesn't get injured, and here we are, So he
Yeah.
might have an injury, but let's hope because he is the only player I think that's fully irreplaceable on the team.
Correct.
Like there's no real backup that can really play like he plays. Anyways, I gave him an 8. I gave Madueke a 7. Could have been much higher. He started the game so well, but I think the issue with Madueke is that he's a confidence player, right? So when he's confident,
Still
he
young.
looks great. But when he has a little mistake and has a few missed chances, then he's just second guessing things and he starts playing out of his, beside himself. And that happened, I thought. He started up good, then when he missed that chance. Then he had a few corner kicks that were off base. He just lost confidence,
Mhm.
And then he sort of, he wasn't there anymore. Marino, a 9, man of the match, great header. I mean, this guy obviously is a striker. I mean, I'm sorry.
I
And
think
to interrupt
I think
myself,
I
breaking
think I
news,
think I think
Leeds just scored.
I think Ateta knows something we didn't know.
Breaking news, Leeds just scored. So it's 3-1 now. 3-1 to
Good.
Chelsea.
Good. Let's
And
go.
we mentioned this last episode that not having
Caicedo.
Caicedo will hurt Chelsea.
Mhm.
Anyways, I mean, seriously, Marino, his movement as a striker is impressive.
Yep.
And he's playing this false 9 version, and I mean, he was sometimes all the way back in defense.
He's a very intelligent player.
Yes, so a 9 for him. Martinelli, like I said, not a great performance. I don't remember him doing anything in the game.
Bird brain.
Yeah, so a 6 for him. Off the bench, I would say Saka, a 7 for getting a goal. He played well, but it was a short stint. Well, he came on early enough. Eze, I just don't think that wing. I think I have to redo my best 11 that I told you earlier in the season. I don't know. I mean, he's good. He's good. He can play in the wing in a pinch, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
think he should start on the wing.
He's not mobile enough to play on the
Yeah,
wing.
yeah. But he was good. But I gave him a 6, because he just didn't do anything. He kept getting fouled and falling over. So a 6 for him. Timber, I thought was great. I mean, I mean, this is about that team or the teams how versatile our players were. That when Timber came on from Mascara, there was a question. Okay, is he going to play right back or center back? I mean, that is crazy. I don't think the team has that flexibility.
Straight to center back and looked assured.
Yes, looked like he was. Like he's been playing there all season. So I gave him a 7 as well. Actually, I gave him an 8. Timber. I thought it was actually really good for coming off the bench. He came on early enough to where I'm giving him an 8. And then Gyökeres, I give him 6.5, 6. He came on and you could tell right away his hold up play is still there. I mean, he's so we need to reincorporate him back into the team. This would have been a game I thought he would have started, but also I think if the game had gone differently, he would have come on earlier as well. But
you have to also understand that Mikel is playing mind games with all this with the coaches of the next match we're about to play. He always plays mind games.
Yeah.
He's already playing mind games before the beginning of this game, and by halftime he was already playing mind games with Unai Emery. Watch, it's gonna be. You'll be surprised. Some of the players are gonna be on the team sheets in the weekend.
I will not be surprised if Saliba is fit. I think he will be.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and I mean Gyökeres, like I said, he looks good. I think he would have come on earlier if the game had gone differently. But he was needed. I think as the game wore on and Marino got a little bit more tired, I think that would have been a good time to bring. And as Brentford grew, in confidence. If you bring in a Gyökeres earlier, you push them back a little bit, you know? But
Yeah.
because Marino was dropping to midfield all the time, they could push up a little,
Yeah,
you know.
and you know, now the question would be: do you start a Marino in the weekend or you start Gyökeres?
So that's a great question,
Because
man. I
Marino
mean,
is on
Marino
form.
deserves to start.
Marino is on form, but Gyökeres is hungry.
Yes, Marino on form, Marino deserves to start, right? But I think with a team like Aston Villa, who's really, 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 I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a really tough question, dude. I think, interestingly, and I don't really want it to play out this way, but if Rice's injury is worse than we thought, then Marino
Of
will
course,
start as
that's
well.
natural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But geez, I think I could think I would start Gyökeres, but absolutely bring on Marino like the 60th minute.
I agree because
Yeah.
Gyökeres, the way Villa plays, they stretch the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we need a mobile number 9 for that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think I would go with that. But yeah, all in all, I gave Mikel an 8 for this game. You know, he did some rotation, could have done more, but I think he was a little bit limited, you know, by what he could really do. But giving Madueke to start was good, and giving Benny Blanco a start was also pretty good. So I think, you know, not much he could have done about how the game went.
Yeah,
But all in
and you
all,
called it 2-0.
I did call it for them.
Mhm.
Finally, I got a prediction absolutely spot on. It's funny when that goal came so early. I was like, "Oh God, there's no way my prediction is gonna be accurate now."
Well,
But
it
I
was
thought we were gonna
accurate.
just keep scoring, you know.
So, what was your prediction for the weekend against Villa?
Villa, I think it will be 3-1.
For
3-1.
the first time, we're going to agree. I think it's going to be 3-1 too.
Yeah, 3-1 is my prediction for the Villa game.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 to the Arsenal, of course. But yeah, good game, you know. Fingers crossed for Rice and Mosquera. Or formidable depth is being tested a lot recently. So
Well, Arteta has to look for a way to bring in Norgard. Norgard, you can't buy a player and not use him. You
yeah,
know,
Morgan needs more games for sure.
because it's beginning to is well, but games are coming in thick and fast. So he's going to get game.
He's gonna have to, because I mean there's a lot of games this month as well.
And
Uh,
and and I don't want to see Rice or Zubimendi in any of the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. I don't want to see them.
no, even Champions League, we're playing Brugge next week. He
Yeah,
needs to play
no, play
Norgard there, you
Norgard.
know.
Yeah, we're going to qualify for Champions League. You know,
Mhm.
except we're trying to lock down that top spot. But even that, play Norgard. I
Yeah,
agree.
give him a game. You know, he deserves
Yep.
a game for sure. But yeah, I was disappointed that Mikel said that Havertz is still a couple weeks out, which I thought it was already like
Mind
in
games,
training.
mind games, mind games. Never believe
9
anything Mikel
games.
says about players' injuries. I don't believe. I learned that like 2 seasons ago.
No, I know he does that for sure. But either way, I think yeah, you know, if we can just, I mean, there's been no talk about Trossard's injury. I haven't heard anything about how long he's out.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. Well, quick. It was a quick one, guys.
Yep.
You know, we got to run. Share, like, subscribe. Keep Arsenal on your mind.
Absolutely. See you after the Aston Villa game.
Yep.
Under floodlights, the fans align. In red and white, they always shine. With every pass, it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal, we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind. Oh, Arsenal, you never fail through rain and sun. Our steadfast sail